Hi everyone. Hi. Welcome back to Prophet Spoke. I'm Michaela, Queen of the Threshold, and this is the Golden Threshold channel. And I wanted to tell y'all something before I even begin and get into anything. Today we're talking about being fully free, set free, and delivered. But before I start with my message, I want to explain that I have not been delivered and fully set free from my warfare. I'm just sharing my experiences and my knowledge and my wisdom based off of what I know and the doctrine and everything that I've experienced to help others get to the brink or to the fullness and the wholeness and the healness of becoming like delivered. I'm so sorry. I got a little nervous. I'm sorry. But this is my second time recording this version of the video, and I hope y'all guys can stick in with me. But we're going to get right into it. I just need to drink some water, and we're not going to have any music today because I'm not going to have any music today. But that's okay because, oh, it's so hot outside. If you're in Houston, Texas, then you know exactly how hot it is. Like, oh my God, it's ridiculous. I was just in Galveston, and I wanted to tell y'all, I went to Galveston because me and my sisters had to go to Galveston Beach, which you knew about if you follow me on Instagram or on Facebook, because we had to release my father's ashes in the beach, and we had a nice time. It was actually more surprisingly, it was less sad and more relieving, and it was more of like less of like we let go of a lot, and we let go of like his final like release and him being here anymore. But at the same time, we loved on each other and we had a good time. And I wanted to show y'all something that I got from the beach. It's a feather that I found on the sand of the beach, and I wanted to show y'all because I found it so beautiful, and I wanted to let y'all see so y'all could see what I found. Isn't she pretty? And it's actually really fake. It's a fake feather, but I think it's a fake feather because the thing is fake. But I just wanted to show y'all because the reason why I picked it up is because before I went to the beach, some backstory is that my father died 3 years ago really. And we hadn't released his ashes because we were nervous and we were sad and we were grieving, and a lot of that was going on, and also is because a lot of things were going on. But that's another reason why I hadn't released this video yet, because I wasn't ready, and I really wanted to be prepared, and I wanted to make sure that this message was received in the whole length of what it needed to be, because I'm really on here trying to bring headship to the truth of the body of Christ, and I'm trying to help others find their deliverance, find their freedom, their healing, their oneness, and their covenant with God, when I know it's hard in this life to be a part of some things when there's a lot of other things going on in this world that we live in. But I just wanted to say that the backstory is that we went to the beach to release my father's ashes. We got on the ferry, and before that, I wasn't prepared completely, but I took my time to just have that time with my sisters, my siblings, and just give my father his final goodbye, because he was a major part of my life, of course, but that's a whole different story. But what I'm really trying to tell y'all is that freedom, I just learned by my lesson out of releasing my father's ashes onto the beach was freedom is a major part of release. Freedom is a major part of longing. Freedom is a major part of grieving. Freedom is a major part of a lot of things in life. And we always want to be free in everything that we do. We want to have freedom. So I have all of my notes written down, and we're going to get into the message. And it says, freedom is receiving, not seizing. Freedom is what you do. Freedom is what you receive when you let go of what binds you. And one thing I want to tell y'all is that the devil will we have to rebuke the enemy. We have to rebuke these entities that try to tell us that freedom is just a pause, freedom is just seizing, freedom is just being withheld or withdrawn, or because they're trying to get us into this place of like feeling like, oh, I'm not free, I'm just stuck, or I'm not free, I'm just unstable, or I'm not free, I'm just this, I'm just that. But no, it's not that freedom It's seizing you. It's releasing you. When you receive your freedom, it releases you from bondage. It releases you from breaking. It releases you from all of these different things, from trials and tribulations, from being held back. And a major part of that is being delivered. And I wrote this down. It says, your victory is what you walk in. When you decree and declare your own victory, it manifests in your life. And we've talked about manifestation on my channel before, and I really wanted y'all to understand and to know that when you speak and you decree and declare things on your life, you're taking control, you're taking authority, you're manifesting things into existence that's gonna be a part of your life. So you have to be careful what you say and do, because I can say something right now, and I'm not saying this, God, I'm not saying this to create this, but I'm saying this as an example. I could say, oh, okay, well, tomorrow I might not have that money, or tomorrow I may be broke, or tomorrow I may be this, or maybe that. It's not about the maybe. It's about speaking in the terms of victory, speaking in the real life POV of victory. And when you have that perspective and that understanding, that wisdom that carries you in victory, you don't speak maybes, you speak volume, you speak in confidence, you speak, it's not that I maybe won't, it's not that I maybe will, it's that I am going to, it's that I will. And I'm speaking in victory. I will have money tomorrow. I will have what I need tomorrow. I will be prosperous tomorrow. And it says liberation isn't escape, it's alignment. When you're liberated, you're breaking free from bondage. You're breaking free from anything that held you captivity, from anything that made you be held in captivity. And liberation is not about escaping anything. It's about being in alignment in the covenant you share with God. Align, because we walk in victory, and it says we walk in victory when we align with what's true. You have to know your own truth. And I got into this real quick because I know this is going to be a long message, but this is the end of the warfare series. This is the last video of the first part of the warfare series that I'm doing, because I'm going to take a big break when this is done, because I might release one more video after this series, and then I'm going to go into a deep study about warfare, because I want to come back and I want to break this thing down, and I want y'all to completely and fully understand what we are all going through. We are all going through, and we're being challenged with a major part of this. Yes, we're fighting warfare. We're fighting against dark and evil forces and principalities. We're fighting the enemy. We're fighting spiritual entities. But a major big part of this is that in this war, just like chess, it's about victory. Just like everything is about victory. God said it is finished. He said the war is, when he said it is finished, the war was already won. The war was already done. We have to walk in the victory that he placed in this earth for us to walk in. So I wrote, being fully free is being delivered and set free. You choose what gives you life. You choose what gives life to your life. And what that means is you choose what makes your life your life. And when you are set free, it's your responsibility to stay aligned with God. Galatians 5:1 says, It is for freedom that Christ sets us free. Stand firm. And then the other one that I wanted to tell y'all was 2 Corinthians 3:17. Where the Spirit of the Lord is, there is freedom. Remember, it's not about willpower, it's about freedom and alignment with the Lord. Last night when I was in my bed, and I wanted to tell this because it shares a bit about my testimony, about my story, my personal story. I was talking about willpower. I was thinking about willpower, and I was thinking about how much we can say, like, oh, I don't have this energy to do this today, or I don't have this, I don't have the strength, or I don't have this, or I don't have that. But that's all of that is a part of willpower. Your strength, your energy, your vibe, your mana, your momentum, everything that you have that builds up that drive and that want to just even move or pick up a pencil, pick up anything, it all has to do with your willpower. And when you allow anything or anyone to take away from your willpower, you're giving them power over you. And the reason why I need to tell y'all this is because it's so important to understand that if you want to be free, you want to walk in freedom, you want to be in line with God, you have to walk daily submission. Daily. It's not about what's in your head. It's not about what you're thinking. It's not about what your recollection is. It's not about what you understand. Not fully about the things that you're trying to understand or what you think you understand. It's about getting that moment of being still and letting it go, letting it be. Because when I sit still and I don't talk, I'm not drinking or eating anything, I'm not writing or reading anything, I'm not doing anything, I'm just being still and breathing. I'm not just getting peace, I'm not just being stable. It's not just about my sanity, it's about my freedom. I'm taking control. I don't care the voice, I'm sitting down and the voices are telling me right now, they're telling me I can't do this, they're telling me I'm not going to even get this message to be what it's supposed to be. They're telling me that I can't do what I'm trying to do. But at the end of the day, I'm taking control and authority, and I'm making this what God has called me to do. I'm creating it out of the vision that He's given me to fulfill. Because I'm doing it with my willpower. And as long as I can create the strength, as long as I can create that moment where I'm sitting still and I may be hearing voices, I may be seeing things, but at the same time I'm sitting here and I'm doing what God has called me to do. And that is willpower. And that's when you know you have authority. And that's what you have to remember. It's not about willpower, though. It's about freedom and alignment with the Lord. Because sometimes you don't have it. That's what I'm really trying to tell y'all. But that's important. But I'm saying that's what willpower is. But you don't. Sometimes it's like, I can't get up right now. I don't have the energy. I don't have the strength. I've been kicked. I've been beat. I've been pushed. I've been shoved. I've been screamed at, yelled at, cussed at, fought, anything. But when you're in alignment with God, He gives you the strength that supersedes your understanding. He gives you the understanding and the peace and the wisdom and the guidance that supersedes your peace and your wisdom and your understanding. What He has for us is it supersedes everything that's in this and that's in us that we function in. He's greater than us. He's more than us. He's better than us. He's more than what we are and who we are. And when you're in complete covenant and alignment with Him, you understand that it's not about me. And that's what I came here to say at the end of this video. And this is going to have a part 2, but I have to say this. It's not about us. It's about God. If it wasn't for God, I wouldn't be breathing. I wouldn't be able to taste, see, touch, smell, no sense, no senses, no common sense, nothing. And you see what I'm saying is every day is something to be grateful for, and that should add to your willpower. I'm learning that sometimes I have that needs to be broken in me that says, I'm not gonna do this, I'm not gonna do that, I'm not gonna go here, do this, not. But at the end of the day, when God tells me to do something, I'm doing it. When God tells me to move, I'm moving. When God tells me not to do it, I'm not doing it. When God tells me not to move, I'm not moving. But it's still a part of me that says, I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do that goes against what I know is what I'm supposed to be doing. So when I break that, I get even more freedom. So I'm saying the grass really can be greener on the other side, but it's up to you to make that choice and decision. All right, so watch part 2 of Fully Free if you want to know what I'm really talking about. Okay, I love y'all. Bye.